that right there is really where you capture the audience's attention. The first 3 chords, boom, you got it. So when you're saying something, what are you really saying behind the words? And if you're able to write a song where you're saying one thing, but behind the words you're meaning another, and be able to emphasize that, oh my gosh, you have a song. So, but you can't just all of a sudden expect to have amazing brilliance. You have to create songs every day for this. So you're perfect, so perfect. There's no other way to describe like, I'm so excited, like, it makes me like, oh, like, it hurts so much how perfect you are. To describe the way you make, minor chord, the way you make us. I'm a little worried about it, that I don't have control myself. So here's a minor chord. The way you make me feel, it's scary, right? That's a diminished chord. Major chords mean you're happy, you're settling, you're hopeful. Minor chords mean you're scared, you don't like it, it's uncomfortable, you're sad. And the diminished chords means the uncertainty of like, I don't know where this is going, and I'm not sure. And that's really what you want to concentrate on, the melody that you created, putting those chords behind it. And that's the bread and butter. If you just got that, go and leave. Don't watch any more of this, because that's all you need to know. And then go mess around and then come back. Like, really just stop playing this and go mess around right now with what I just said. And find out what diminished and major and minor chords are. Like, go do that. There's great YouTube videos out there for that. This is for people who are ready with that. You're perfect, so perfect. There's no other way to describe the way you make me feel with those. Now, with those what? With those what? And you have, then, hear that? It's awful sounding. Kisses that gets this. Boy's heart too complicated. You hear that? This gets this. You have an F chord. Hear how convoluted it is? The 2 notes together here, the half notes together. That's really warning. Here's what I love about these lyrics. Check it out. Like, oh, I'd love. After you got, you're perfect, so perfect. There's no other way to describe the way you make me feel with those kisses. It's scary. The kisses are scary that you give me, because I don't know why why it makes me feel the way I do. I don't like losing control. Kisses that gets this. You get me, and that makes me feel so happy you get me. And you get this. Boys harden. My heart should be happy. Then why am I so convoluted that it gets me, in that way? It's scary that somebody else could have control of your emotions. Hardened to complicated. Happy chord. I'm glad that it's complicated. You see what I'm talking about with the lyrics? Like, if you put your lyrics in with that way, and you really have a hidden message behind of how you feel, and you're able to say hello to someone and when you say hello to somebody, you're really telling them that you had a bad day, or you don't want to talk to them, or if you're able to communicate that through your songs with chords, oh my gosh. Melody is, the words, and they're boring, but harmony is injecting feelings into the melody, right? So let's go from there to the part I just left it off. You're perfect, so perfect. There's no other way to describe the way you make me feel with those kisses that gets this. Boy's heart into complicated rhythm. So complicated rhythm. It's freedom being wrapped inside your arms so tightly. It's freedom being wrapped. It's freedom being trapped by you. Like, holy, whoa. Arms so tightly, the way it makes me feel is scary. Right? So go listen again when it goes to the second verse, after kisses. Kisses that gets this boy's heart into complicated rhythm. It's freedom being wrapped inside your arms so tightly, the way it makes me feel. It's my heart within. I don't have the words for this, but like, you can feel it. Complicated. And then you have over and over again. Over and over. Oh no, I'm doing this over and over again. You're trapping me. Minor chord. Over and over again. You're making me fall. Now that's an easy chord. Fall, but it's dreamy how you're making me fall, so I'm gonna add a second in there. Fall, baby. So listen again, over and over again, sad. Over again, you're making me fall. Right, over and over again. Happy, I'm glad it's happening over again though. You're making me fall, baby. La, da, 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 da. Now that I'm with you and you're making me feel. So I went to all of a sudden we had D minor, and when you're, and I'm up in the A, right? And then all of a sudden I'm gonna make that major. And you're making me feel like I could do nothing wrong, baby. Now sometimes you don't have feelings, you just have you don't have words, you have feelings. So I wanted to make this a duet. I haven't completed the duet. And in fact, if you want to work with me on that duet, I'm going to come up with a challenge later on that introduces that, and it's going to be a contest. I don't know when that is, but I'm really thinking about it in my head, and I just... Girl part. Or a significant other. I don't care whoever sings it, just like what lyrics exist here. And you have... anyway, you get the point. It does the same thing, but now in F. Thumb goes down. And then... And I want to start at your perfect, so perfect, and then whatever else happens. You feel that? So that's what lyrics really comes in. So where do you start with lyrics? Well, I generally feel like write down how you feel. That's step one. How do I feel this way about this thing, and I want to communicate it in this way, right? So write down just raw feelings. Hurt. I'm angry. I'm like, I want to, I feel conflicted. And then after that, take those feelings and then see if you could produce them into words. And of course you can use things like, and you hear it all the time, ChatGPT or whatever else to help you. And I understand that, but that takes away sometimes of you, a little bit of you when you're going into, because I got to be honest with you, I'm really great at math, and I feel like music is inside of me a little bit, and I just feel like ChatGPT speaks better than I do. So that kind of takes away some of my freedom. So be careful with using AI stuff for writing lyrics, or maybe have a conversation as if like ChatGPT is your therapist, and then like steal things from there, like how you should feel, or like, it asked some AI or somebody else, like have a conversation with them and say, like, pretend that you really don't like me, but I really like you, like what would you say, or switch the roles, and then write down some really things that are said off the cusp. But really, when you're in your raw emotion, that's when it's going to come out the best and the most. So yeah, I think that's really what it comes into play. So if you, I gotta go. I want to give you that little tidbit. I'm going to clean this up one day, but I'm happy I got to try being live with you today, and I hope I didn't lose broadcast. I'm looking over here, and it looks like it's gone. But at any rate, you can write lyrics. You can sing anywhere, and don't let anything stop you. You got it. And remember that even the most horrible singers have been most influential to people. Like Bob Dylan was not the best singer in the world, but like, man, did he change a lot of influence that we have on music, which is super cool. So if anybody tells you that you can't sing, or anybody tells you that you can't do it, like, just use that as fire to show them, because the sweetest revenge is massive success, right? Just keep on going, because somebody has to start everywhere. Well, everybody has to start somewhere. You get the point. I'm just so passionate about this, and anybody feels like they don't tell me they don't sing, like, it just, you do. You were born singing and dancing, and you should continue doing so. And somewhere along the line, somebody told you that you shouldn't be, and you felt bad and you stopped doing it. But even my 1-year-old son would like bop to music. Who taught him how to do that? Biologically, that's in his blood, that's in his DNA, to bop to music without anybody telling him that's what he should be doing. So obviously this is a part of us, and nobody gets to take that from you. So sing no matter what anybody says, and like maybe, find something that can work with you if you want to get better faster. And put some lyrics in the chat if you want, and maybe we'll get a session together where we create a song together. I think that would be cool. I'm just throwing out ideas and I'm rambling now, but I just hope you know who I am through this now. and what I expect. So find a way to sing. I want to walk around and stop this now. Oh, it's still going. Great. Bye.